excited about today's program. I really am. We're going to do the Drunkard's Path. Yay! That is such an old pattern. And on the wall, yeah, behind me, we have an antique Drunkard's Path. This way, guys, behind me. Isn't it fun? I love to collect antique quilts, you know that? But we're not going to do little ones like that one. No way. But I just want to show you. I think that is so fun because Drunkard's Path is called by all different kinds of names. Did you know that? No. And the authority on it was really Aunt Martha. Aunt Martha, but she was fictitious, just like Betty Crocker. And so this is what I found out. I think about Aunt Martha, Betty Crocker, and I just was talking with Orion, and I guess Eleanor Burns is kind of going to be fictitious forever, too. He said that's why he bought my name on the internet. Anyhow, are you ready? Do you want to see my Drunkard's Path? Yes. Okay, you going to make lots of noise? Yes. Okay, this one is a really fun one. Look at the check on the back. I think that's so sweet. Aww, isn't it cute? This is just such a perfect baby quilt. It's absolutely perfect. It's just really using all different scraps, pretty pastel colors you can put together, just with a plain white background, a scallop around the outside edge, and guess whose ruler I used to do the scallop? Thank you. Really cute. And cute little flowers. Oh, what are you guys laughing about? You had a little joke, huh?
Because I said Betty Crocker's.
Oh, you said Betty Crocker's ruler. Oh, that's too funny. That's too funny. They're nice big blocks. They're like 7-inch blocks. Aren't they fun? So it's a great way to use up scraps just with background and buttons. Aren't they cute? These are Riley Blake buttons. They're so cute, little checks and applique. So this can be a great baby present, but you have to see. I'm going to just use like scraps for that, stacks of scraps, perfect. But the next one, you're going to love it. Today is Fat Quarter Friday. Woo! Fat Quarter Friday. Anyhow, we had lots of these fat quarters all folded up in the warehouse. And I walked out in the dark, and it said, "Do not touch these fat quarters." I said, I think I own them already. I think I can touch them. I already paid for them. So in the dark, I picked through a bunch of fat quarters, and this was the quilt that I put together. Is it cute? And I dressed to match my fat quarters. How do you like that? And when you see these, do not adjust your television screen. You are not Moraine. This is really fun. But anyhow, I love that one. And then we have this whole big stack, and I don't know, I'm going to show you one more. And then I'll show you how to do it. So this one was just really patriotic, a lot of fun. Go this way and go, ooh. Is that fun? Go this way. This is the nice big block. Yes. You like them? Yes. Okay, look, we have a whole bunch more, but I really want to show you how to cut these Drunkard's Path. You want to know? Yes. Okay, I want to show you. Let me see. I'm going to walk around this way. Am I allowed to walk around this way, Orion? Good. Okay. So this is cool. We're going to do with 9-inch scraps like this. You can use a layer cake like this, layer cake, or you can just get fat quarters. Is that enough selection? Yes. All right. Okay, so this is going to be our die. Wait till you see this. This is humongous, this big old die here. Look at that. Whoa, you going to say anything? Wow. Wow. This is called a bob die. That means block on board, but this is what I call it. Big old boy. Is that amazing? Block on board, or it's actually die number 55034. You gonna remember that for Drunkard's Path? You did good, Diana. Yes. In the Go Big, we'll show you the Go Big first, and then I'm going to show you the Go, because I couldn't believe that you could ever get that. Okay, so there is a split right here. Okay, there's a blade. Thank you. Oh, it's a blade. There's a blade right here. So whenever if you just want to go and take like 9-inch squares, okay? I just have a stack of 9-inch squares. So if you just take like the 9-inch squares, whoops, I have some of my applique on top. You can put up to 6 layers, but let me tell you, I like 4 better for this die. So whenever you put like a 9-inch square on top, you get the quarter circle, and this part right here. I asked Sue, what do people call this part of the Drunkard's Path? The L? Is that the technical name? There's a quarter circle and an L. Get it? Okay, that makes really good sense. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure that I cover the blades, and I've got them all lined up. I'm going to get both a quarter circle and an L, right? Okay, so just take it like this, and you put a mat the same size on top. This is a big old mat. Okay, you ready? Are you turned on? Yes. Are you turned on, Teresa?
Yes.
Push the button.
That's it? You ready for me to
Yeah, you just push the button. Oh, so where's your amazement noise, huh? Wow. Wow.
That's something.
Oops. And what did you do?
I've been having issues with electricity because it was not on or right.
Oops.
That's why.
Cut.
I was trying to do it, make
So
it
now
on.
it's,
Uh-oh. Quiet
Yeah.
on the set.
Go down. It was not on.
Yes?
That's why they moved it here. No.
we have to pull it out.
Oh, I use a piece of copy paper. You can't turn it on at all?
It was not on.
It wasn't turned on? Okay, the reason that I use a piece of white copy paper on the top is sometimes your mat gets old, and you just don't want to run and get a new mat.
Let's go get another.
Is that you?
Yep.
You live close? Okay, so anyhow, you put a piece of paper on top of the die and then put this on. I am so sorry. I was so ready, and I wasn't going to make any mistakes. And now there's a technical difficulty. Oh, I'll entertain you. Okay. Well, I need my boa. Let me entertain you. Okay, well, since we don't have anything else, I'll show you more quilts. Okay. You want to see more quilts? Yes. Are you going to help me, Alan? I lost my assistant. I am on my spot. Okay, so I'm going to take this one, and you get the next one. So I was telling Teresa that we were going to have this show, and come to stand beside me. Ooh! This is called Cleopatra's Fan, and that one's called King Tut's Tomb. I just made that up. That worked. That worked. This is Cleopatra, and that's King Tut over there. But anyhow, you can see that they are mirror image, right? They're mirror image. So actually, we rolled them through the die, rolled like a print through the die all at the same time. But then I used just the print quarter circles for this with black, and my L's are all the black. And on this one, you're the mirror image. Then I took the print of the L. I took the L print and just use the black quarter circles. Is that cool?
Yay.
That's cool. And Judy Jackson quilted them for us. And she just did like lots of feathers in this one. That's cool. And they're just really nice wall hangings. They're 16 blocks together. And so out of like just rolling the dies through there, that's what you get. Is that good? Yeah. Okay, that's 2. Now we have 2 more.
2 more.
Okay, now you get rid of those, Alan, and you bring me 2 more. And I'm going to make this one up. I forget what the name is. What would we?
I call it a flower.
Nonsetch. This is called nonsetch. What does nonsetch mean? What
None such like it.
That's what Aunt Martha called it. What a bunch of nonsetch. That's all I can think of. But you can see once again, they're the positive and the negative, the mirror image that you get back and forth with a big old dot right in the middle. Does that look good? Yeah. I know, and I love this one. It has wavy oval lines, and that one I think has circles. That one has the thread, variegated thread. Yes, would you like to describe what you have there, Alan?
Variegated with circles.
With some little pebbles. We're looking so cute
yes,
together,
exactly.
Teresa. You've been replaced.
Now that you have the mic.
Speaking her boob. Anything you want to say? Yeah, there you go. That's good. Speaking of boob. Okay, that's good. Okay, are we good? Are you turned on? Ask Teresa if she's turned on.
Turned on yet?
Oh, no,
Yes.
not again. You turned on?
Yes, I am turned on now.
Okay, now we're going to do this all over again.
Sorry, I messed it up.
Retake. Let me get places on the set.
Get your strap fixed.
Oh, get my strap fixed. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm ready. So what do you have? Would you like to have some pieces of fabric to cut?
Yes, please.
Okay, what did you do with the other pieces? Okay, here we go. 9-inch squares. Let me see your die.
Okay.
Okay, let's see this. 9-inch squares of all kinds of stuff. I'm going to just put it on my die, get it all lined up. I'm parallel with the blades, like so. And now you're going to put your mat on top. Mat has to be the same size. Whoop. Okay, are you turned on, Teresa?
I think so.
You sure? You push the button. The light's on.
Lights on.
Okay.
Everybody, hold your breath.
Just go.
Don't touch it. Yay! We're really excited. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so now slide off your mat. That's good. Slide off your mat. Okay, now let's put it right down here. This is good. Just take all of your little cutaways. Ooh, look at this. All the little stuff.
Oh.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. And there we have it. We have the quarter circle and the L. Did I do good? Did Teresa do good? What's this eye? I didn't do a thing. I just stood here and smiled. Okay, now we need to have background that goes with it, right? Okay, so let me see how many layers. We have 4 layers. 4 layers. And I recommend that you put them all right side up, just so you can do it. So to do this little block, you would need to have 9 9-inch squares and 9 9-inch squares of your
Do
background.
you think we can use that little man if it's a small square?
No,
Okay.
just do that one. Just do that one. That's very good. You're doing good, Teresa.
The machine.
Okay, now we'll see if we get our background. Let's see, we're getting ready, we're getting ready. Okay, slide it off. Whoop.
Okay.
Okay, slide it off. Oh, you did good. And now just get rid of your excess. Throw it over your shoulder. You did lovely, lovely, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Lovely. So now look at that. We're all ready for sewing. Do you believe that, how fast that was? Is that really great? That's really fun. And what's really cool about this are the notches. And Sue's going to go right up close. See these notches right here in the middle? Notches? Good. We're good with notches.
Eleanor, can I do a really important lesson?
Yes.
It is really important. Sorry, guys.
On the Accuquilt?
Let me borrow that die.
The big one?
Yeah, the big one.
Okay.
So I was watching her put that die in. I know this is going to sound really silly, but it's important that we actually talk about it. So what she was doing is she was always turning it, and she was turning it the wrong way. So the die is on here at an angle. So when it starts to roll down, it's going to hit this point first, and then it's going to roll down as it goes. And if the dies are rolling straight onto this, it's going to bend it down eventually.
Yeah, so how are we supposed to do it?
So either you put it in straight or the opposite direction. So she was going this way, so it was putting the roller straight, and you could hear the motor going, trying to do it.
Oh, let's
Did you
hear that
it?
motor again.
So anyway, just so
Okay,
you guys,
would you like to show us all over again? Yeah. Okay.
Say straight.
So, okay. So, this is what, so that's
Straight.
good. But now, look at our old mat. This is just a good lesson for the paper. Okay, so how about, Teresa, how about let's do flowers? Want to do the
Okay.
flowers for the quilt? Okay,
Sure.
so we have paperback fusible web, just fused on the back side of the fabric, and we want to do some big ones right there. This is die number 55382, Rose of Sharon, and you can actually put up to 6 layers also on this, but the paper counts as a layer. So right here I have in my hand how many layers? 2. Oh, you guys are good. So you can just fold it. Did you like that, Nancy? Okay, and I'm going to cover over the flowers. Let me see, how about let's just do these. Is that good? Okay, and let's just take this one. I don't know how that's going to look. Probably pretty weird, huh?
There's the purple one.
Oh, yeah. Teresa, I told Teresa we'd have to fussy cut that. Okay, so now we have a mat the same size. Put it on top. Put it through.
So put it straight.
yeah, that doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, so it's cutting, it's cutting, it's cutting. And we're going to have flowers
The other
in
one
no
because it was at an
time.
angle already.
Flowers, flowers, flowers. Okay, and let's see. Oh, look at that.
There.
Is that pretty? Look at that. Ooh.
Uh-huh.
And aren't they cute? They're very cute. They're
There
very
was
cute.
too many layers. This one
And
didn't like
now
that.
we're going to take the big one and put it underneath and put the little one on top. And a button. There it is, right there. The button goes on top. And now the leaves are a little bit different because it's like a rectangular sheet. And so we can fit the leaves on the die. We're going to fold it like this. And show me the, you're making a mess.
Right there.
Okay,
Fold it again.
so you could just see the leaves.
The
You could
center
just
one.
cover those right there. And you can put on another set of leaves and get the leaves all done. All right? Good. Are we good? Yep. So now you know that we have to peel away this paper. And now the fusing's on the back. Wow. Ooh. Ah, do you like that? And you get rid of the paper. We are so good. Okay, So Teresa, this is what you get to do.
What do I?
I'm going to sit and sew those together.
Uh-huh.
And you could just go into this beautiful piece of all these beautiful 10-inch squares. Aren't they gorgeous? So see how you have light in the front and you have dark in the back. They are 10-inch squares so that you could just make this gorgeous drunkard's path. Okay, will you make us some of the blocks? If you don't make any noise.
Oh,
I know how you could not make any noise.
use that.
Get the go.
All right.
Get the
So
go
I
out.
can take
just
this
let,
out?
Nope, just let it sit there. Remove your
But I
pressing
need to put
that.
it-
Not yet.
Oh.
And get that out, and you're going to make lots. You're going to be very quiet because I'm going to sew. Okay?
All right. There.
No grunting.
No grunting. Okay, so how
she
about
took
I'm
some
going to
of these.
sit over here because I know you guys are all looking at her, aren't you? Huh? You're going to watch me? Ah,
So
I'm very
pair
low
them.
today. Hello there. I'm up. Okay, so now, are you watching her? Are you watching me? Okay, that's good because I have my 1/4-inch foot on and I am very careful. Okay, now you have to switch because we're looking at this. Hello there. Okay, I have a 1/4-inch foot and I am paying a lot of attention to the lines on my bobbin cover because I have a center needle line and I have a 1/4-inch line. Okay? Now I do like that little so easy, but these, when you do drunkard's path, you've got to really focus on these lines. And by the way, do you see any pins on the table? No. Not one pin.
You
Not
need one?
Oops, I don't need a pin. I don't need a pin. No pins.
Oh, okay.
We're so good, we just look on the floor. Okay. Okay, so I am always just going to be focusing right up here. Okay? No pins. All right. So now, these are the way the two pieces go together, right? Opposite colors. A light and a dark, or a plain and a print. Okay, now I always sew with this little guy on the top, the 1/4 circle. And so we've got the little notches here. I'm just going to take and we're going to flip this right sides together. Okay? So do you see right here? There's only about a 1/2 inch to sew, right? She's doing it.
It's
She's
straight.
doing-
I learned a lesson.
She's doing it. That's good.
There. Oh,
Okay.
I supposed to show? I didn't
Go
think
ahead,
I
pull
needed
it
to
away.
make noise.
I want to see what you did with those beautiful layer cakes.
There.
Ah, was that easy? Just open the package and no cutting.
Just
Wow, nice. Okay, and you were very quiet. Thank you.
okay. Is that all? Do you want me to cut more?
Nope, they
Okay.
know how they can do a layer cake now, right?
Okay.
And we have such a beautiful selection. Okay, so I'm just going to line up my 1/4-inch foot, put my presser foot down, and I am only going to sew about a 1/2 inch. 1, 2, 3. Just anchor it, and then I'm going to stop with my needle down. Okay? And then you just take your take your 2 fingers, and just stretch. You just stretch these into a straight line. That was easy, huh? No pins. Okay, here is my 1/4-inch line right here, and I'm just going to sew a 1/4 inch. Okay, and I'm way too slow. I just can't stand up. Okay, I got to move up my dial. Okay, my baby lock goes a lot faster. Okay, so then I'm going to just go a little while. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to line up these notches right here. You see those notches lined up? They're right here. There's a little guy. See that little white guy? Okay, and I'm still going to keep it in a straight line. It's a straight line, and I'm going to line it up on my 1/4 inch foot. Now we're moving, now we're talking. And I'm going to go to my notch and stop. Now, I'm going to readjust. I'm going to just keep my fingers, pull it, pull it, pull it. Keep it all lined up. Keep it along, right along this 1/4 inch line. Good. Go down about 3/4 of the way. Yeah. Keep on going. And then, right as you get about a couple of inches from the end, you're just going to take them and you're just going to line up that end right here. See where the end is? And I've got it all lined up. And you need to have a stiletto, okay? You can't use a wimpy plastic stiletto. Got to have a good metal one. Guess where you get those? No wimpy plastic, okay? And then you just get it all lined up and you sew off the end.
All right.
Now we get to
Do you get it? Now we get to look. Ooh, look at that. Okay, I'm going to get rid of my little jumper scrap. So look at that. Ah, is that nice? Okay, now, is your iron hot, Teresa?
Yes.
This is what's really cool. When you're using like prints and background, always press toward the print. Always press toward the dark or toward the print. See, there's always a print and a background, so you always press toward a print, toward the dark. And I personally like steam. Look how nice and flat that lays. Ooh. That nice? Ooh. Pretty good, huh? So you told me you made one and it was terrible.
But it was a little one. I think this
Oh, it was a little one? Oh, I like the big ones.
yeah.
Yeah, I like the big ones. Okay, so anyhow, then you just do the opposite color like this. You just do the exact opposite color. And you know what? I was really sewing slow because I was showing you. But you know how fast you can go? You want me to just show off? Let me just show off. I like it just to show off. Okay, so you just line it up. You get your 1/4 inch foot down. You just sew into it. You sew about a 1/2 inch. You do grab hold of it, step on the gas, line it up on the notch, keep on going, woo, 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 keep on going, stop. See, every time I stop, my needle is down, and just turn it around, and I'm getting into the end. No wimpy stiletto. Line it up on the end, match those ends up, keep an eye on your 1/4 inch foot, and sew right off the end. That's good, huh? I'm really just showing off. I'm just really, okay, so now this is the print. Now you lay it down, and if she goes ahead, then we can just put them both out because you can really press either way if it doesn't matter about your color, but you can always go towards the dark on the print, and now she's going inside in towards the other way, and they just both really lay nice. Cool. And I'm very brave because I sewed with red thread on white. And there. Now the beauty of this is when you put these together, these seams will lock right here. Seams going that way, seams going this way, they lock. And that's why you can make them look like they're so pretty. Right? Good? I'm excited. All right, that was the print one. Now I want to show you the next one. Can you hold that up? Alan has it. So pears. These are like modern prints that we were all going, modern, bleh, those are yucky. Who would use those? But Orion paid me a compliment. He said, they actually look pretty good, Mom. What do you think? Don't they look good? Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, okay. So this is what, to make this one, you just need 6 light and 6 dark. 6 light and 6 dark fat quarters. Is that good? That is really very, very easy. But you just make pairs. So this was what I did. That's a cool one, huh? And just different ones. And you can use those crazy prints. I mean, really, look at that. But Teresa just went out to the fat quarter stack. Teresa, did you read the note? It said, don't touch these. And you touched them, didn't you? You touched them. We're going to be in trouble if Orion finds out. So you need to have 6 different pairs. 6 different pairs. Which one should we put together? I kind of like this one. What do you think? You like these two? Actually, we can use, let's do 2 different sets because that's how I like to cut them. So when you work with fat quarters, first you just take your light, and I'm going to have Teresa press these. But just put your salvage on the left if you are right-handed, and opposite if you're not, if you're abnormal. Teresa is a lefty. She didn't even hear that.
No, I
But
didn't.
anyhow,
Talking about me?
yeah, you're she's left-handed, and everything that we have to watch because sometimes she does things backwards. Okay, so you put the second.
She does backwards.
And then just put, I like to cut my layers all together because I don't have to rearrange so much. So I'm always putting my salvage on the edge. Doo-doo. So this is my second pair. And what I decided to do on this quilt, so that I didn't have everything scrappy, it's already scrappy, I would make something consistent. So I put 4 all the same in a block.
This
Uh-huh.
corner is the same.
Yes. Okay, now I'm going to give you this. Teresa, if you can just quickly press. I have it all done, but let me just cut off the salvage edge first. Okay? So
Okay.
I'm just going to line up the salvage edge and cut it off. Let's see how Gimpy did today. Gimpy didn't even get anything. Okay. I have no muscle. My friend Brian bought me muscle milk to drink.
Maybe you need to become left-handed.
Oh, I did it the second time. It's that muscle milk that's working for me.
Good idea. I never thought of that. Left-handed, Eleanor, so I don't confuse you.
That would be really good. That would be really good. So she's going to press all 4 of those, but I want you to just look at this. Because with 1 light fat quarter and 1 dark, you're actually going to be able to get 2 blocks out of a light fat quarter and a dark fat quarter. Isn't that nice? And that's how there's 12 blocks in this. There are 6 different combinations. 6 different combinations. So that's really easy, huh? So you can just learn.
Are you going to do all
Yes.
6
And now
layers?
I'm going to
Too
do,
many layers.
I only have 4 layers.
Okay.
I only have 4. Okay. So the salvage was right over here, right? Okay, now I'm going to take and I'm going to fold
That's
this.
8 layers, Elle.
1, 2. No, 2, 4. Yeah, that is 8 layers.
Just do 1 set. 1 set. 1 set at a time.
Why don't you just go for it?
I was doing it. I can't even do math.
Yeah,
Huh?
just 1 set, Elle.
Just one?
No.
Okay, you want me to try it? Okay.
Now I'm going to go straight.
Okay, so now I'm going to fold it. Oh man, these are little fat quarters. Okay,
Just
so
fold it
let
in
me
half.
just fold it. We're being brave here.
That's-
Okay,
yeah.
so you need to have 9 inches in width.
Yeah.
Are we going to do it?
Yeah, well,
Okay,
go for it.
okay.
Let's look another boo-boo.
No, I'm folding it the wrong way.
No, you're not, Elle. You're
Huh?
Okay.
Huh? I folded it the wrong way.
Okay.
What are you guys saying? This is like a zoo in here. What is going on? It's going crazy. It's like a zoo. Okay, I'm folding 9 inches, okay? I tried to fold 9 inches. And look at that. I have enough left over for a binding. Don't you think? Whoa. So if you have enough, you can just take that. I did it. It was the muscle milk.
Did you do it with the left-handed?
I did it left-handed, Teresa.
All right.
Okay,
You're on my
so
team.
everybody shut your eyes. Teresa's going to line that up now.
Yeah, shut your eyes.
This'll prove the machine.
Yeah, but you're supposed to only do 6. And we have 8. But Orion said try it. Yes, everybody,
Oops.
say your prayers.
I am. I will. I will, believe me. I will. That's better. But it is a lot. Yeah, earlier it sounded like
Whoa. Are we doing good? Woo! We're going to get fired.
oops. I didn't.
Whoops.
Oops, that's that. There is that set.
Okay.
And look, it did cut them off.
Yay!
Oh, darn. There. That's your other set.
So
That's
now
your
you
other
can just go
set.
back and put them
And that's
together.
your other set.
Let's see
Good
this.
job.
Wow.
And
Let me
there is
see.
no waste in this one. Look. See?
Whoa. That is good. That's the one thing that we do rough cut. Okay, look at these. What do you think? They look kind of psychedelic, huh? Yeah, not only are we drunk, we're up here smoking. Whatever. But anyhow, those look really cool. So now we're getting so many pieces all over the table. But guess what? I did. I already sewed them together. Yay! Okay, so now this is one block. This is the quarter circle light and the L dark. This is the second one, the quarter circle dark and the L light, right? Okay, I'm going to give these to Teresa, and you're going to press them towards the dark.
Oh, can you give me all those?
Can I give you all of those? Oh, yes, we're going to clean up the table.
So towards the dark, right?
Yes, toward the dark.
Okay.
And then go put these away. See, I'm trying to keep my table clean. Huh? Get this too? Okay, get this. Clean, clean, clean. Woohoo! See, this is the problem. After one of these classes, everything gets cut and then it gets all put in a project bag and it never gets opened again. Ah! Do you know how many project bags I have? Unfinished project bags. Okay, so here's the dark. There's pressed toward the dark, right? Okay, and then here's the opposite one. There's the dark, pressed toward the dark. Don't they lay nice either way? That's what I absolutely love. Okay, so now I'm going to lay out 4. This is what's so cool because those are going to lock. And I find if you put the dark in your upper right corner, okay, so this one goes here and this one goes here. And this one does have a name. It's really cool. Snowball. That's it. I remembered it. It's called Snowball. So now when you flip it right sides together,
The layout.
this locks together right here. Is that cool? Yes. And it's just straight at the top, and you just line it up at the bottom. When you flip this together, this already locks together too. That's awesome. Isn't it awesome? Thank you. I just love it because working with like a fat quarter and in these groups of 4, it's so easy to calculate a quilt. I'm very excited about it. Okay, so then you just set it together with a 1/4 inch seam. We're going to do our magical swirling. Okay, just use your stiletto. No wimpy one, remember. Okay, so down at the bottom, just go ahead and pull it. If you have to, they really do really good. If you need to do any little trimming on the sides, you're allowed to. Okay, just butt this right behind. After, go straight through, go right to here. Make sure you lock these seams. Ta-da! Go straight down. And you know this quilt, I conceived it. I conceived it. I conceived it about 5 or 6 at night. It was already dark in the warehouse. And I went home. I started sewing here in class, in my studio. I went home and quit about 10 o'clock on the blocks, got up and sewed another hour. I think it took me 5 hours from cutting to getting all of the blocks sewn. And we had them on the design wall yesterday, and Tom said, how long would it take you to sew the blocks together into a quilt? Teresa said, 10 minutes. And then she timed herself, 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
She will help you finish all of your quilts. And then we called up Amy. She texted, Amy, we have a quilt. It's ready to go out. You could pick it up at any time. We'll see if she bites on it. She bit on it. She took it home and quilted it for us, brought it back this morning, and Teresa bound it. That is the hottest off the sewing machine quilt we have.
It is nice.
Okay, there's a couple of really fine points here. The very center, you push the top seam up, you push the underneath seam down. You lock that together. Right up here, you're going to lock it again, and down here, you lock it again. 3 points. That's not bad, huh? Nope, not bad at all. So I'm thinking, man, I have a wedding present I have to give in 2 weeks. Oh, wonder if I could make a king size. Let's see. That would be pretty good, huh? It's for our accountant. Don't tell him. Okay, so I've already lined up. Just no pins, no pins. Get it lined up. I'm making sure that I am following my 1/4 inch line on my bobbin cover. Go right here. They lock together. You just line that up. Pedal. And we're doing so good. And let's see. They match. I get to look first. Ooh, ooh. They are good. Look at that. Is that good? Look at the middle. Is that good? Look at that. Is that good? Okay, we've got a little bulky center, so we're going to do that magic swirling. I need your scissors,
You need
Teresa.
my
Could you
scissors?
hand them?
They're huge.
Okay, they're huge, I know. I just opened the drawer and that's what was in there. Okay, this is the connecting thread. This is where I just sewed from one pair to the next. You clip that connecting thread, and then you take your nice strong stiletto and you pick out the stitches only right in here, okay? From only in that seam. And then you turn it around and you remove those same 3 stitches on the other side. Ta-da! And then I have stitches out in both places. Then you just lay it wrong side up. And you think about this as the 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock seams. You swirl them around, and as you start swirling, this center pops open into the cutest little 4-patch you ever saw. And you just take your fingertip and you mush it really good. And now that's really flat right in there. Then just go back and press these seams flat clockwise. Cool. We doing good? Yay! And these are some of the blocks that I made to go with it. They're really fun. Whoops. Did you like it? Woo! And this one we actually nixed on. Good job, Alan. You know what? That actually happened on my real PBS set. That I dropped something on the floor and the cameraman crawled around and it was a ruler and it just came, you know, it was down there. Amazing. All right. Looking good, huh? And let's see this one with it. I like this one. Good and plenty? But maybe you wouldn't have an idea of, you know, what to do with this fabric, but it looks really good in large scale prints because the blocks are so massive. That's what's really fun about it. You can use those large scale prints that you've just had in your closet, and these are going to be in the same quilt. What do you think? They look cute, huh? They're really, really fun. All right. And now just for Linda, the baby one. Die number 55070. 3.5-inch little patches. Ooh. Now, this is the thing. If you want to do like a scrappy, let's see, we have that quilt. It's still there. Get the one with the little ones. Ta-da! Yay.
Can I show?
Yep. Isn't that cool? I think this one's called Lone Ring. I don't know why. Isn't that cool? Very, very cute one. And show the quilting on the back. It looks really nice.
Okay.
Nice, huh?
Huh?
So those are the little blocks. And we actually laid out, there was such a different combination that you needed to do that. We figured it out for you, and we did write it out on a pattern, which you are going to get. But you need to have different combinations, like you need to have dark and medium to go together. Dark and medium. You have to have medium and dark. You need to have dark and light. And you need to have light and dark. You need to have a total of 36 of those. And so they're just so different that we didn't want to take a big piece of fabric and cover all of them. You probably could, but we thought, what if we did this? What if we just cut little 3.5-inch pieces and we could cover that little quarter circle right there? That would be fun, huh? And then on the opposite side, when you ran your die through, you just covered up the 5-inch on the other side. You get some waste, but it doesn't take as much time to cut all those little pieces. Have you ever hand cut all those pieces? So we did 2 different sizes. You could take a charm square, 5-inch charm square, and cut all those little ones. You think you're so smart.
I learned straight. Before they used
Huh?
to say that an angle.
Cool.
Oh my gosh.
Did we make it? Huh?
You made it very
Did I
was
cover it?
very
Yeah. There's this one. Oh, look, you get this whole second one there. But look, we have just this little guy right here. Aren't they cute? And they have notches too. Woo, woo. Let's see if I can sew this one.
Sure you can.
What do you think?
Of course you can.
What do you think? I can do this? Can I do this? Okay, same thing. Just take your corner, flip it right sides together. You only have that like a ½ inch to anchor or to match right there. Let's see. Got my ½ inch. Foot down. Move it up just a little bit. Anchor it a little bit more. Okay, stretch it, baby. Woo, look at that. That's about all you can do right there, huh? Just stretch it right over to the notch and keep an eye on that ½ inch and just keep on stretching, 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 stretching. You're nearly to the end, and what do? You grab your stiletto. And let's see if I can just keep on. At this point, I would put your tongue out. Just keep on going, right around there. Don't look the other way. I know I can do it. I got it, I got it, I got it. Do the big ones. I made it.
Oh.
Look at that. Isn't that nice?
I'll have to try it again.
Try it again. Were you stretching, Linda?
I don't know what I was doing. I just didn't like them.
When you go home, you have a little glass of wine and you just sit down and try this drunkard's path. Very good. Cool. So I think there's just so much versatility. And I love the book. I think it's fun. No pinning, no squaring up. You enjoy making the drunkard's path. Yay!